Hello, I'm really happy to announce that the BoxPro goggle and BoxPro Plus goggle are now officially available to purchase, and you can purchase them at a lot of shops that you're used to buying from, like Pyrodrone in the United States, 533, Hanger RC over in Germany, and several others all around the world, including, of course, our own HDZero shop. Now, I've seen a lot of questions about what is the difference between the BoxPro and the BoxPro Plus. So I'm going to dive into that right now. So really quick, the difference between the BoxPro and the BoxPro Plus is that the Plus model includes Wi-Fi for video streaming to your phone and some planned future features, and ExpressLRS backpack running on an ESP32. And that enables a lot of really cool custom functionality, like starting and stopping a recording on an ARM switch, wireless head tracking, and a lot more. Of course, one of the really great use cases for the ESP32 is backpack, and the most common thing that I use backpack for every day is to set the channel and the power level for my VTX, and it will also change that on my goggle. So I change the settings in one place on my radio, and then boom, automatically my goggle is tuned to the right channel and everything just works. It's so nice. The Wi-Fi feature is really cool because it gives you the functionality of the HDZero monitor, but included in that $50 price. You can share to your friends and family what you're flying, and it really helps just bring more people into the hobby, and I'm really passionate about that. Anytime that we can share what we see on the screen, it pulls more people in, and I think that you should do that too, any opportunity you get. We have improved the performance a little bit of the Wi-Fi streaming versus the standard goggle, and there's now also an iPhone app called FPV Mate that can help make the process even more seamless to connect. In addition to Wi-Fi video streaming, Wi-Fi also lets you do some interesting things. Like in the future, we'll be able to download firmware updates over the internet. You can also use SSH to copy and push files to the goggle via Wi-Fi. Now let's talk about the backpack. At its core, it's an ESP32, which means that you can put anything you want on it. It doesn't have to be ExpressLRS backpack, and there's some pretty interesting things that you could do with that, but I'll cover that later. Most people are going to put ExpressLRS backpack on it, and what that will allow you to do is start and stop a DVR recording. One of the most practical things for this is your DVR will start when your quad arms and it will stop when your quad stops flying. And that's actually more important than you think, because a lot of people like to turn off their goggle while the DVR is still recording. And with MP4, that will corrupt the file. It is, of course, possible to recover that file, but I find it's just way more convenient to have the DVR automatically stop after I'm done flying. Some other things that we can do is wireless head tracking, which is pretty cool in practice. And it's really nice not having to have that extra wire for your head tracker. Now, let's say you didn't want to put a backpack on the ESP32. There's some other cool stuff you can do. For instance, one thing we can do is show lap times from a lap timer on your goggle screen in real time. And that is a really cool feature, and it's something that you'll have to see and try to really appreciate. Now, looking forward to the future for some things that are not already implemented, I do have some plans to do some pretty cool stuff. So please, I'm going to tell you about them, but don't hold me to it. It's just, this is stuff that I kind of plan to do. And it's only going to be possible to do on the model that has the ESP32. So one thing that we are looking at doing is dynamic power based on the goggle's received strength. So imagine having the goggle have the video receive signal strength, and when it drops, we can boost the power output on the VTX by sending a command through the backpack and then sending that power change request to the VTX. Another feature I have planned, again, this is just a plan, is to do an automatic channel scan for anywhere where there's potential interference, and we'll pick the best channel with the least amount of interference. and then we'll automatically tell the VTX to go to the channel that the goggle has detected has the least amount of interference. So those are the features that you can get already with ESP32, and then some future features that I have planned that we could only do with an ESP32 on board. So these are some of the reasons that you really should consider jumping up to the Plus model.